Hey, good day. It's Jeffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning on this very fine, wet, rainy winter's day. It's December 2nd, actually. So, what we've got today is a chiropractic clinic that we're going to be cleaning up today. What we are going to be doing is, see, I already got our 175 set up. I've got our Kirby vacuum, which we're going to do a pre-vacuum to begin with. Then we are going to scrub the carpets. And what we are going to be using here, I've already got kind of set up. I haven't made anything up yet because I want it to be fresh. I'm going to be using our Commercial Magic today. Very, very fine product. A little spendy, but it seems to work very well on commercial carpeting. I've used this on numerous suntan lotion places, tanning salons. It works very well. And then my favorite booster is the peroxide. It's very good for sanitizing and neutralizing and cleaning and deodorizing and all that stuff. It's very, very versatile. Go online and just look at the many properties that peroxide has. It's absolutely mind-boggling when you look at it, because it is both a reducer and an oxidizer, which sounds absolutely nuts. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but chemically, depending on how it's used, what it makes contact with, the properties of the chemical reaction changes based upon its use. And then I've got some Enzol here, which is an enzyme, very good enzyme cleaner by ChemSpec. I may, there's only a few scoops left in that container. Maybe be able to put together another one of our 2-gallon jugs that we're doing. I may just use up what's left of that, and because it'll do absolutely wonderful on the commercial grade carpeting. So let's take a look at what we're gonna do. I should also add that I'm going to be, I've got a big dry ace here. I do have a couple of other squirrel cage style fans for air movers drying. I particularly like this one the best. It's very powerful, especially when you're working with multiple rooms. You set it down there for about 5 or 10 minutes, especially what we're doing with commercial cleaning. Is going to be more than enough to get the carpet adequately clean. So we're going to give the carpets a good scrub, and once they are scrubbed, we will then fire up our truck, in which our 100-foot hose just barely reaches around to the water spigot in the front. It's clear around the backs to the front of the office on the street side over there. So it was quite a run, but it worked out. 100 feet usually gets you almost anywhere you want to go. So let's go ahead and go on inside. Take a look at what we're doing here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Then kind of back around here, and I think I missed this originally when I came out and did the bid. Oh well. 7, 8. I don't know what we're gonna call that other back area. And then this is the waiting room. They're really nice, and they pull all the chairs out for us, so it's gonna make our job a little bit easier. It's just like one office back here. Actually, all the chairs are back here, so we're not even really going to be able to get back there. Same in here. Okay, we already counted this room. We'll get to it from the other side. We've got a massage room here. This side was the chiropractic side, chiropractic care, and then this over here is like the massage area. So that there's probably going to be like grease and oils and stuff, which the Enzol would work really well on. And there's little oil spills around here. I guess, well, let's take a look. That's locked, so we're not going in there. Might be go around in here. Oil. And then this here is like the worst of it. I guess they would really like to see cleaned up. This is right here would be like the day and night. You get this looking good, and you've gone from 0 to hero in their eyes. So all looking like normal offices and everything. Oils and things kind of spilt around. So what we're going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to do a thorough pre-vac, and then we're probably just going to hit up room by room by, pre-treating each one and then going over it with a scrub, and that with a of course we're using the encapsulation solution for the cleaning. And it's probably going to dry, crystallize and everything, but then when we do our steam cleaning, that's just going to be like the icing on the cake that's going to rinse all the debris and everything that we have suspended from the carpets. And when you're dealing with commercial style carpets, the soil suspension occurs quite a bit differently than when you're dealing with long fibers. It's basically you're scrubbing it in, you're breaking all that stuff loose, and it's really just kind of floating around on top of the carpet at that point, because there's nowhere for that debris to really go, especially after a pre-vacuum. Most of that is up. So then we're breaking loose the oils, the residue, the dirt and stuff that's actually attached to the carpet, which is probably mainly in high traffic areas. But we're going to go ahead and get going, and this place is going to look absolutely awesome by the time we're done. Alright, and for those of you who have seen some of my videos, you always know that I break things off in chunks. So what I did is I went ahead and I pre-sprayed this back area up to the seam here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and I always apply a little bit of our solution directly to the pad to add a little bit of lubricant, or that kind of sounds funny, but it breaks some of the friction so that it's not a dry pad scrubbing on the carpet. So anyways, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to give it a good scrub, and then we're just going to work our way down the hallway. So the next segment we're going to do probably these rooms all the way down to here, and then we'll probably finish off the left leg last year. Then I'm going to clean this up, but I also want to go behind the secretary spot here as well. So once this is completed, I'm going to pull this stuff out and put it to the side just to thoroughly get that all cleaned up in there. And it has been vacuumed, so it's good and ready to go. Okay, I've gone ahead, we've pre-vacuumed, and we scrubbed this side of the building all the way through. And it actually looks really good. All the little spots and soap, oils and things popped right out. So the Commercial Magic actually does a really nice job. However, here you can see some traffic. There's probably some dirt in there, which our steam cleaning is going to be able to pull that stuff out. But it is suspended because we did run the Commercial Magic over here. We actually did a double dose, went over it twice, and it's definitely not as dark as what it was. It's definitely 75 to 90% lighter. The same thing with all the rooms. They are definitely much lighter. In fact, if we were doing some routine maintenance and just doing a bonnet clean, I'd say after this extremely thorough job that we're doing with the hot water extraction and the scrub, and mind you, I'm not using a bonnet cotton pad. I'm just using a red scrub, because we're not absorbing or picking up anything off the floor. All we're doing is loosening up and accelerating the soil suspension. so we can go back and just suck it up off the floor the same way as if you're washing dishes in the sink. You put a little bit of soap down there, and then the food and caked on gunk just effortlessly slips right on off. We went through the front room area here. This is like the waiting room area. You can see that these were really dark here. This is just foot traffic. You can see there. Again, a combination of the commercial magic along with a little bit of peroxide for sanitizing purposes and deodorizing. Let this kind of sit and dwell and then continue chewing away and eating. Then we'll run our lines in and then just suck it right up. Shouldn't be any problem. Came down here. So basically all we have left, well, I'm going to pull all this stuff out of here and take the same process in there, which will just take, you know, a couple of minutes, and then do the same process on this side of the room, which right now we're probably about 45% down with the process. Once we completely get everything scrubbed and ready to go, we'll be at 60%, because we're breaking this off in thirds. We got our vacuum, we got our scrub and soil suspension, and then we have our steam cleaning. So once we get done here, we'll be about, what is that, 66% done. And then we'll plug in our hoses and everything and run them in and get this place all cleaned up. And I am very happy with the results we're getting. This was a huge, this is probably one of the biggest oil spills right here. Not enormously bad, but I put down our commercial magic and didn't do anything to it. I'm just kind of letting it soak in there and see what kind of results we get from that. But for right now, I'm going to move the stuff from the secretary's area out, and let's see, push it probably over here, and then go ahead and scrub behind the desk. Okay. We're going to scratch that. I can't go behind the secretary desk because the chairs will not come through this opening here. It's like they were built back here or something, so, or lifted over the, probably lifted over the desk. I'm not going to be lifting stuff over the desk. Too many breakable things. So we're not going to take that liability. So I'm just going to head and continue with our pre-spray down there at that room there and work our way out. Again, I like to box things up into little quadrants. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-spray that room and come all the way to here, to this corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit this whole area up and then out through here, this room here. So that's the plan. Come up with a plan, stick to your plan, be efficient, get the job done, be awesome at your work. Alright, so we got our hoses running in, we got our truck fired up, but we don't have all the hoses actually plugged in yet. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take about maybe a 10-minute, 15-minute break, get something to eat, while our water is heating up. That machine is heating up, it's cold at the moment. And then we will go through and give us a quick steam out. Alright, you guys, I've just finished up with our 3-stage cleaning here on the side of the chiropractic side. And all of the grease, everything came up. It looks absolutely wonderful. Commercial magic. And then we extracted this traffic area here. See the rooms. The traffic area here turned out absolutely wonderful. The rooms here, already got the lights off back here. I'm just going to kind of shut them off as I go, but these came out just as clean as everything else. I am very, very pleased with the way this all came up. So we're going to continue the same process throughout the rest of the building, and everything will be awesome. Alright, you guys, everything actually turned out really beautiful. I have no idea where the light is for this room, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. The hallway turned out wonderful. This area here, which was the most hammered, we got all of the oils and things up off the ground. It's still very, very mildly spotchy, you can barely see it. But we went over it good. We got these rooms cleaned up, looking awesome. Hallway here. Go ahead and shut these lights off. Now, one thing I want to point out, go along here. Back away spot and boost, that's what that is. I've been using it only strictly for filtration lines because it really is worthless as a booster. I don't see it doing anything. Even little spots and stains and stuff that it says that it does pull out, I've never had luck with it. However, tonight I did find another use for it, and if this is the only use that I find for it, I'm going to keep it in stock. Massage oil, you got a spill there. You take that, and what I have noticed is that you soak that pretty good with the spot and boost. It lifts right out. I've already done a couple of them this way, and I was actually pretty surprised because I've never tried it on massage oil before. So for this purpose, it seems to work pretty darn good. So I'm gonna, now that I've got this account on my list, I'm gonna have to make sure that I keep spot and boost on hand because we're probably gonna be running into this again. And it'd be nice to go out and get a couple more chiropractic offices. I get them from time to time. I've got a couple. I let one go because, you know, I was a patient at a chiropractic office for a while and did theirs regularly, and then stopped going, kind of lost contact, blah blah blah. Oh well, you know, things change. And this place here is about 3 times the size, so I would much rather be cleaning this one than the other one. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna finish up in that room there. Pull out that stain here real quick, I'll show you, and then I'll finish up this front room here, the waiting room, get all that traffic stuff up out of there. And I did pre-treat a couple spots with a hail gel. I think it was furniture related, I'm not positive, but I went ahead and just pre-treated it anyways, so I won't have to dink with it later on when I get to it. So the spot and boost has been what's the word am I looking for? Put in generously added to that spot, and you can see it kind of liquefied and it's kind of coming up a little bit. And so we're going to let that sit while we do the rest of the room, and then we'll come back and finish up with that spot there, giving it some dwell time, and then I will show you the results on it. So as you can see, a little rinse comes right out, no problem. So the rest of this turned out absolutely beautiful. So we're on our way to finishing up the waiting room here. Alright you guys, we finished up and it looks absolutely beautiful in here. You can see it, this sort of looks like a traffic area along here. See that dart? What it is that the padding under the carpet is all smashed down around there, and it's actually risen up there in the middle where it's right. It's actually higher than the dart is actually kind of sloping down in all directions around there. So there must have been something sitting here caused that to happen. But you walk around, it's all flat around here. So I always try to look and observe what's going on, why things are looking the way they do. And it looks kind of shadowy because it's actually at an angle. So that's the deal there. The rest of it turned absolutely wonderful. All my stuff is outside, so I don't have to go outside and walk around again on the carpet and potentially get them dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my stuff and start loading up. And anything else that we may have missed that I remember the last moment, I'll be able to get back in before locking up and being SOL. So anyways, there you have it. Jeffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning, 503-939-0534, serving Southeast Portland area and beyond with awesome carpet cleaning. So if you have anything, carpets that need to be cleaned, or any questions in general, feel free to give me a call directly. Again, 503-939-0534. And until then, keep it safe, keep it real, be awesome, you guys. And see you in the next video. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff if you don't see from me again. Adios.